Hey, hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to this edition of the Daily Divine. My name is Lisa D. Lyle, here to support your soul to shine because you know what? You are indeed the star of the show. Oh my gosh. If all children knew that they were the star of the show, what a wonderful place this would be. What a wonderful world it would be. So, how's everyone doing? This is just going to be a little check in. I was guided to bring some really sweet, basic cards for us today, the Louise Hay You Can Heal Your Life Oracle, as well as the Heart and Soul Oracle, and some Abaton keys for the alchemist that is you and me. So I'm going to get the Palo Santo going. I'm going to see if anyone's going to join me here. And if not, I'm just going to share some messages and move along into this day. The sun is shining here. It's quite lovely, even though it's minus 100. I'm just joking. It's not really. Okay, so let's get this going. I hope you're all doing well. And Saturdays is going to be kind of a free for all here. So if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see here on a Saturday morning, please do let me know. If there's anything that you would like me to share about or touch on, or perhaps if you have any questions. Oh, nice. Congratulations. It's like you are pampering yourself, Wolf Mother. So enjoy. And going forward, if there's any questions, anything you'd like to know that perhaps I can delve into and uncover, let me know. I'm here to be of service and happy to help and support in any way that is useful to you. So use me. I'm here for it. And at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our greatest and highest good at this time in this life. If not now, when? And what are we here for? What are we here for? Well, I just heard to knock on heaven's door. So knocking on heaven's door with the awareness that we are adored. So, with the Louise Hay Oracle today, You Can Heal Your Life, I'm really feeling that this is to bring us messages, to bring us back into our bodies. And so, for a lot of us humans, HUE, we tend to go for the out of body experience. We tend to go for the instant gratification instead of sitting within perhaps what is discomfort or what may be felt as discomfort in our experience. And so I'm really being guided to work with this deck to bring us back into our physical presence in the here and now, and to sit with whatever is coming up for us, whatever is present for us, without trying to run or hide or deny how we feel. Can we just show up for ourselves in a way that allows us to experience it all and ultimately to continue to heal? This bottom card wants to come out. I prosper wherever I turn. And this is beautiful to cap off this week. The first card out, when the very first card out at the beginning of the week was abundance. So this is allowing ourselves to open in the present moment to the greatest potential, to whatever we can imagine. And again, the energy is to remain focused on the things that we do desire, the things that we do seek to have in our experience, instead of focusing our energy on the things that we don't want. Let us shift into our true power and focus on that which we do want in our experience. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. Like, this is really beautiful. What is it that we want? What is it that what is our heart's deep desire? Of what's the deep desire of the child that lives within us? The original blueprint. What I'm feeling from the colors of this card is like emotional balance, which is led by intuition. Our intuition seeks to support us to feel better, to feel um, to feel confident in the skin we're in. It's interesting because on the 1st of February, which I believe is next week, end of the week. It's the 24th now, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So Saturday, next Saturday, February 1st, we're going to have our Leo full moon. And so it feels like this week leading up to the Leo full moon, we're really growing in our confidence. We're really growing in our strength and courage. And the growth is coming from a place of feeling proud of who we are, feeling really accomplished in all that we've overcome, all that we've been able to let go, all the space that we've created in our life for the new. I let go of all expectations. And there is a saying out there that expectations are premeditated resentments. And those of us with, high uh, high value, high moral standards, high spiritual intelligence, it's really important for us to not live in such a way where it's like we expect this, we expect that. Because let's be honest, those of us who have this strong moral code, if you will, um, oftentimes we fail to achieve our own high ideals, and so it would be really unfair for us to place these ideals on others. It would be better We would be better served to work on not lowering our expectations, work on elevating ourselves through the journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-realization. As we move towards, once we realize ourselves, we move towards actualizing ourselves and that which we know. That is the mark, if you will, of a true master incarnate. So thank you all for being those masters here. And it's like listening to the whispers of spirit. The sun is shining today. Apparently, I love how they do the weather these days. Everything that is put out there into the collective stream is literal fear mongering, even about the weather. I mean, we ought to be like more concerned with the shit they're spraying on us than a snowstorm. And now here, there's some ridiculous. I saw somewhere like, oh, because of the cold, the trees might start exploding. Like, are we fucking dumb? Excuse my language, but like, seriously, I can't take it anymore. It's just like it's winter in Canada. It's cold. We generally get a fair amount of snow. And what I'm most grateful today for, what I feel most grateful for is the beautiful, brilliant sun shining on my sweet face. It was lovely out there walking, minus 25, but the sun was shining. So it makes everything better. So can we just, I guess, really appreciate the moments, letting go of all expectations. And this seashell that she's holding to her ear, I used to love to do that. Who remembers doing that with the conch shells when they were young, putting them to your ear and hearing the ocean? It's less about hearing the ocean and hearing the really, it's like the universal wave of love and interconnection, letting go of our expectations so that we can rediscover the essence of soul in our experience, the essence of love that we always have been. We just forgot. life told us different, if you will. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself and know that only good awaits me at every turn. Can we see life that way? Can we be more optimistic? We are the mystics. Do you consider yourself a mystic? Like, are you the real deal? When you look in the mirror, are you authentic? Because the vision looking back at you, what's it saying? I don't know where I'm going. Oh, can we release all fears and doubts? Yeah. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I am loved and I am safe. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts, including expectations, because our future is glorious. Gloria in excelsis Deo. I don't know. I always say I don't know, but you want to know what? I know a lot. I think, it's almost like saying I don't know, kind of it's a self it's a self I'm hearing it almost like diminishes what we do know when we say we don't know. It's almost like we're doubting ourselves. Like, I'm not quite sure of what I'm saying, but, I don't know. And so, yeah, we do know. Can we, again, as we move towards 1 week away from our Leo full moon, can we continue to cultivate and grow in our confidence? Can we stand strong and stable in the midst of the storms, the winter storms or whatever storms that are coming our way? I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. You know what song's coming through? It was 1221 there. Joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, and joy to you and me. Yes, we are the kings and the queens. We are the kings and the queens of the world. Zach, brother, welcome at 11:44. Nice to have you here. And I want you to know you are adored. So thanks for showing up and pouring into my cup. So let's get some heart and soul. Well, actually, let's get some Abaton keys and see what wisdom wants to flow to us from the ancient one that is us. We're wrapping up a cycle, and here is like again the inner eye, staying the course our heart has chosen, following our inner flame. Like, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. We ought not be too concerned with lighting lighting another's flame. Let us focus on the strength of our own flame by trusting the inner vision, the inner eye, the wisdom, as we traverse this path to completion. And remember, until we get to the new moon in Aquarius, which will probably be around the 14th or 15th of February, this is the shed. This is, the release, the letting go before we really get into the flow of the destined experience for all of us. I love that this has come out, the 36, because, the 36 is the life path 9. This is the life path I'm traveling on, and we're all within the energetic stream of the completion. And it's really about the strength of the human, HUE, the strength of the soul within the human, that's going to determine where we go. So where are you going? Are you hearing the messages? This is taking me back to the conch shell here. Are you listening to the voice, the loving voice of spirit within? The voice of the ego is a bit of a bully, and we're like, oh, no bullies. Oh, we can't, you know. Some of us grew up with the schoolyard bullies, and we just had to kind of tough it out and figure it out. And I'm not saying that we ought to be bullies. We ought not be bullies, and we ought not bully ourselves. And this is where a lot of humans get sidetracked, right? It's like, which way do I go? Because we tend to think like in terms of linear, the path is always straight. Well, it's not always straight. It's not always straight. It's often quite a lot of twists and turns in this crazy little thing called life, isn't there? And, it's the twists and turns that strengthen our inner reserves. Does that make sense? And I'm really feeling here, although it looks like this woman is alone, I'm hearing the message we never truly walk alone. When we have found our way back home, and home is our heart, home is where the heart is. It's the solo journey. And the solo journey, the 14, this keeps coming up, and it's been coming up for a lot of the past year, is this temperance energy, patience, being guided by the divine. In the temperance card, the elements are fire and water, the yin and the yang. The yin is the water and the yang is the fire. And it's like the mixing of the two, the blending of the two creates, I'm just feeling like the harmonized fire, like that beautiful, what do they call it? The beautiful glowing, um, I just heard the beautiful glowing embers of love. And it comes as a result of the solo journey. Each one of us, regardless of whether we're in partnership or we're single or whatever it is, each soul must walk themselves home. We can only be the lighthouse, if you will, right? We can only be the star in our own life. And if we're very lucky, our starlight inspires some other stars to light up. Our courageous walk with our heart, our stories that we share, our healing inspires another beautiful soul to walk softly with their own heart and light up, not be afraid. What are we afraid of? What are we afraid of? Because the truth of who we are is love, soft and kind. And, it exists beyond the mind, and it exists beyond the temporal, temporal, tempura. Who doesn't like some good tempura? It exists beyond the temporary vessel of flesh that we now call home, that our soul now calls home. So even though it may feel, and this came out as I was saying, going it alone, we're never alone. We are guided and surrounded by the angelic realms who want us to succeed. They want us to overachieve. They want to wow us and dazzle us with our own majesty. And all that we are asked to do is follow love's lead. Let love lead. Let your love flow like a, yes. Trusting our intuition, the chariot making movements, the chariot moves forward. Trusting our intuition, following the higher vision, seeing life, people, places, and things from a higher perspective. And the higher perspective is the perspective of love. We are all going through our stuff. We've all got a lot of stuff to go through. And sometimes we can get caught in like this idea of terminal uniqueness. Oh, it's only me. It's not only you, boo. It's all of us. We're all in this too. And what are we here for? Look at this. The mirror energy, the healing of it all. Our love is the medicine. And I'm seeing this crone energy here on the intuition card. the older we get, I'm level 55, and Wolf Mother there is level 30. Zach, what level are you? What level are you? Because we're just calling our ages levels now. So we have to be willing to level up. We have to be willing to let go. And here is the mirror energy: yin and yang, light and dark, good and bad, black and white, mind and heart, all of this kind of stuff. Everything's a mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all? Well, of course you are. Of course you are. And it's always been about your beautiful, beautiful heart. 7-7. This is a lucky year for all of us. And it's not like luck is just kind of like, oh, farting out horseshoes or whatever. It's not about like having horseshoes up our butt or anything like that. It's like the luck, it feels like luck comes as a result of being bold, being brave, and courageously moving through life in your way. 12, 20, 21, 12 there. And so it is your love, it is your intuition that is the medicine. It is your intuition. Level 42. A great band. You're at level 51. Okay, level 51. That's fun. We're of a similar vintage. Gen Xers here. We're here to change the world, Gen Xers. It got a little absurd through our lifetime, and now we're here to right the ship. And we right the collective ship by righting our own ship and living our life on our terms. Those of you who are here are, if you haven't already, you are certainly in the process of claiming your sovereignty. And it's all about what we believe. And it's all about the actions we take in our life to be the change. To show up as the star, to show up as our heart, deeply rooted and grounded. One more from here, and they're saying this one. Oh, yeah, deeply rooted and grounded in what? The beauty. Like everything about us is medicine. Everything about us is medicine. And I'm feeling with these, I don't know if they're jaguars or like leopards, tigers, I don't know, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. It feels like we are so guided and we're so supported and protected when we continue. This feels Empress, although it's a 4. That's the Emperor. I am feeling Empress here with the vision. So again, it's the balance of the yin and the yang, the emotions and the fire, the water and the fire of the soul, the fire in our belly, our heart's deep desire, as well as navigating the emotional waters. And those emotional waters, like storms and stuff, can like just blow in out of nowhere. And when this takes place, when this happens, can we maintain an even keel? Can we maintain stability? For whatever reason, I just heard nerves of steel. And isn't it like, so we keep getting the temperance card, and to temper steel, like to make steel really, really strong, doesn't it have to be fired a lot, and then pounded out, and then heated and fired up again and pounded out? And perhaps this is how we feel life has been to us. We've been pounded and heated and fired up, and then we've been overwrought and overcome with emotions that we've almost snuffed our own fire out by remaining stuck in emotions. And that's sticky. It's almost like I'm feeling like if you've ever stepped into a body of water and like the ground is all mushy and your feet, it's so gross, right? And it's almost like sometimes it's a bit of an effort to get your feet up because it's almost like the mud, the gunk becomes like a suction cup. Don't allow yourself to get sucked into into the depth of emotions. Like, you have the ability to release and get yourself out by making choices that lift you up. We can choose to go back to our old ways, or we can choose to continue to elevate. And see, this is kind of the visual. If you were here the other day, I was saying, like, they showed me like our head on the ground and like somersaulting. And what they were really, the visual I was really, what I couldn't put into words is like bowing our head, allowing our head to bow to our heart, allowing our head, perhaps placing our forehead on Mother Earth to clear, to clear the mind, so that we can allow truth divine to move up through us without getting stuck. Because the more that we are within our own skin, you see the snake there? The more that we stay in our own skin, the more that love can win. And the easier the process. Look at this. Mirror, mirror, lots of mirroring energy here today. 6677. Almost heaven. Yeah, we are at heaven's gate. We are the gateway to heaven on earth. And it's about, I love that the rebirth card came out again, because it's really representative. We're in our last week of this snake energy. And then it's like full steam ahead, full soul fire, soul fire, soul fire, soul fire by trusting our heart's desire. Zach, Lessons in Love, one of my faves. Yeah. Well, Zach, you can achieve, accomplish, persevere, and rise above anything. In fact, I don't know if it's true. I can't say with absolute certainty if it's true. I'm kind of the mindset that we choose purposefully, because our purpose here in this life is to awaken spiritually. I believe that we purposefully choose our lessons. We choose the situations. We choose a lot of what this experience is. And some people may disagree with that, because we have lived harsh experiences. We've lived through pain and trauma that nearly drove us insane, and that no child deserves. And yet, if we are the ones here to flip this, to switch things back to a peaceful life, to an easy ride and glide. I'm not um, saying like life is meant to be easy. It's certainly meant to be much easier than we have been led to believe. We're not here to account to any man authority, man or woman, man-made authority outside of ourselves, because we are called to remember that we are the authority in our life. And it's getting back to that that's going to create that the sand, the friction, the stuff that the tempered steel, right? It's the fire and the pounding that helps us regain our footing and reestablish grounding, so that we can be reborn, so that we can allow the soul to come out and show the star is born, and the star is you, and the star is me. We're each the star of the show. What do you believe? So 1, 2, or 3 heart and soul messages here. 1, 2, or 3 for some heart and soul messages. 1, 2, 3. What will it be? Oh, 1, you got 2 cards. Okay, so if you were guided to number 1, again, what I'm feeling here, it's like this unity. And unity isn't about 2 individuals coming together and consuming one another, or devouring, not consuming, because maybe we do consume one another. I don't know. But we're not here to devour and overpower each other. We're here to grow in grace, to grow in love, to grow at our own pace. And we do so by focusing on the home front, focusing on our heart and soul, focusing on our roots. I don't know what anyone else's roots look like or feel like. I can't say that. As gifted as I am and as empathetic as I am and clairsentient, the clear feeling, it's really about what's going on in you. So, can you show up in loving ways, focused on your roots, and trust that in doing so, something beautiful is coming together? And what is beautiful that's coming together is the reestablished emotional balance, the regulated emotions and the calm nervous system. It's like medicine. You're the medicine. You're the medicine you've been waiting for. And it's important for you to know that you are loved and adored, and all that's required of you is to honor the truth that lives within you. And if there's anything that lives within you that blocks you or tells you that you're not good enough, you can't do this, you can't achieve this, it's lying to you. That's your ego. It's lying. It's like the ego will have us denying who we truly are, which is a human vessel, a temporary human vessel with a beating heart that is home of the essence of soul, the unconditional love that eternally grows long after the temporary vessel of flesh has gone kaput. The essence of love is still afoot. It says here, as the seasons of life turn, remember your life and all your experiences are driven by the invisible wheels of love. Life is an eternal ocean, and death and rebirth are the rising and falling of the same wave. Attached to every ending is a new beginning. So here we are. We're wrapping it up this week. We're wrapping it up, setting things up. Momentum is picking up for this blessed new beginning, for this divinely ordained new beginning. It's like we're a part of the divine orchestra. And God, creator, source, loving and kind, is the conductor at all times. And it says here, passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as endless blessings. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, yet allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you each may dance and sing of your own spirit. Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's true love. That is divine union. And it always takes me back when I feel things like that or hear things like that. What I was feeling was Khalil Gibran's teachings or writing on marriage. And I do believe he used the example of two trees, interconnected, nourishing each other's roots, growing in the same soil, and yet two whole, complete, beautiful individuals. And in the space between, it's like I'm seeing the DNA there, growing a new, growing perhaps life together, uh, building the dream together. That's beautiful. Again, that's not devouring the other. That's just staying in the presence of what? Love. Love that grows. I'm so grateful to be in the presence of love that grows. If you were guided to number 2, what I'm feeling here is there's a lot of spiritual insight. It's like a big awakening and perhaps some new psychic gifts coming online. Look at those beautiful green healing eyes. That's what I'm really focused on here. And, the eyes speak so much, right? The eyes are the windows of the soul. And so, again, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see your own beauty? Do you see your own majesty, your own gifts? Open to a life of bliss, open to a life of ease. Let us release the energy of hardship. Let us release the energy or the idea that there's someone out there that knows better for us what is good for us. And perhaps when we're children, there are, perhaps there are. I mean, many times along the way, I was cautioned by people who did know better. Yet, little Lisa always thought she knew best. And that egocentric aspect of Lisa really caused herself a lot of hardship, a lot of grief, a lot of pain. And it's really important that we acknowledge all of it. And I'm really feeling, for those of you guided to number 2, that this is about spiritual gifts awakening within you. So stay the course of your heart, continue to trust your intuition, and honor your own sacred inner vision. Don't let your vision be blurred by expectations of others or even of yourself. So it says here, meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of soul. It is a spiritual communion with your true self and all creations. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time, yet meditation would greatly help you. Open your gifts, get out of your mind. It could have a positive influence on every area of your life, including career and relationships. How many people are just in jobs? So many people are just in jobs, right? They tricked us. That's all a part of the trickery, the tomfoolery on this planet, is that we need, not to say that we don't need to work, of course, but that everything has been created to keep us, you and I, slaves cradle to grave, without ever experiencing the fullness of soul in this life. And the fullness of soul is really the simple, bare necessities. That's the fullness of life. Simplicity, ease, lighting a candle, lighting an incense, tending to our plants, tending to the things that are important to us, cultivating faith, creating space in our life for the magic and the unknown to unfold. Trust the seeds you have sown. Your heart is your soul's home, your eternal soul's home. And if you were guided to number 3, again, trusting the purity of your heart, wishes and dreams coming true, standing tall like the beautiful tree. We are the trees of life. We are the Merkaba. We are the flower of life. We are sacred geometry, and we are here on Mother Earth as earthlings, planting our feet, cultivating our seeds, cultivating seeds of wishes and dreams. We are the pot of gold at the ends of the rainbow, and we're the rainbow. For all of it. And all that we're asked to do is continue to shine our light, continue to live from the heart. Allow the purity of heart to lead the way. And it may look immature, and yet I'm very sure that all of you here, or most of you who engage, who connect with me on a regular basis, are not immature. You have leveled up in maturity, especially in the last year. Spiritual maturity, spiritual authority. You're feeling more and more confident. You're growing more and more brave. Well done, grasshopper. Look at you. Taking leaps of faith, allowing love to lead the way, allowing love to guide the leaps. And it says here, beyond the light of this world, there is an inner light that always shines bright. Close your eyes and be guided by your inner light. Feel it flow through your entire body, your thoughts and emotions. Feel it relax and heal every part of you. Listen to the immortal dialogue between your soul and your spirit. This is the never ending story of you. Right. Wishes and dreams do come true, and what we do here in this life, regardless of what we've been told by external forces that don't know our soul, we are here for a life of ease. We are here for a life of pleasure. And what we do here matters because the love that we are, the essence of soul, never dies. The human vessel closes its eyes one last time. The vessel of soul closes its eyes one last time, and the essence of soul moves back into the spaciousness of its eternal home. So, yeah, thankless jobs. You're right, Zach. And Wolf Mother says, I picked two. It was so spot on. Oh my gosh. Nails are done. And yes, I needed to pamper myself. I don't leave the house much. This is my one self care. The claws are so fun. What color did you get? I haven't done my claws. I'm kind of like, I'm always a picker. And I don't know if it's a nervous thing but I stopped wearing nail polishes and stuff many years ago, back when I started teaching yoga. I don't know. I like all things natural. Like all things natural. And I'm a bit of a freak about everything. So I don't know. It's the Virgo nature. Um, yeah. So that's my little 2 cents on that. I probably haven't gone to get my nails done in, I don't know, 15 years. My son was young the last time I treated myself to such a pampering. One hand green and one hand purple. Oh my gosh, you got the colors of the master healer. Green and purple, the colors of the master healer. Purple for our intuition, green for the heart energy, healing, expansion. I love it. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's so true. It is true. Green and purple, way better than the black and yellow. Let's just get a couple more cards here and then we're going to close out. I'm hoping I can motivate myself to cook today, to do something. I don't enjoy cooking as much as I used to because I'm a freak about the food. I mean, I need a little farm somewhere where I can grow my own stuff and just chew on nuts and seeds all the time, and fruit. I love my fruit and veggies. And I do like a good piece of meat, but I'm scared of the stuff in the grocery store. Anybody got a line on cows? Get me a good side of beef somewhere, although I don't have the space to freeze it. So, yeah, I've got some legumes soaking, some chickpeas and some lentils. Well, I've got some chickpeas and lentils soaking. So, I don't know, I may make a chana. And with the lentils, I may I'm not sure if I'm going to do a lentil loaf or like a soup or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I feel like eating. I want someone to come and cook for me and feed me. I want someone else to make the decisions about what we're eating. It's true. Go local. I know. Yeah, and for a long time, I was a part of a community shared agriculture, and it's one of these things. The things, I've had to cut things out over time due to like the inflated cost of living and stuff. I've had to, cut things out, which is unfortunate. And 2010 and 2026 is my year. I really want to get back to prioritizing like the stuff I really want, because I think we make concessions and sacrifices along the way. And sometimes, unfortunately, some of the things I've had to cut out were things that really sustained me. So yeah, we used to get two boxes of produce every week, a couple dozen eggs, and on a monthly basis, some chicken. Uh, and then for a time, I was buying some stuff, fried eggs and onions. Yeah, but I'm scared about the eggs from the grocery store. That's how my brain works, and almost to the point where I'm it's like I'd rather drink my calories. At work they're always saying, ew, what's that you're drinking, what is that? And I'm like, it's a smoothie. And then they're like, I don't want to tell you what it looks like, because it was a green smoothie. um, yeah, that's funny, because I was a vegetarian for a long time. I was a vegetarian for about 7 years. And when before I knew I was pregnant, oh dear, oh my gosh, I'd like some good wild meat. Yeah, I'd like the good wild game. I like that. I like that. And I like people that have the backyards chickens and stuff. I like getting my eggs from those folks because there's nothing in them. But I'm very freaked out about, what they do to the animals and what they like inject in them and stuff, because I've maintained like I keep my body a certain way, and what I put in, is it's all about my choices. So I want to know. And so I was a vegetarian for years. And then about a week or 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, I was craving beef. I was craving a burger from this place that has really good burgers. And finally, I said to my son's father one day, we're going to stop there and I'm going to eat a burger, or I'm going to chew your arm off. And so we stopped and got a burger. It took me about a week to process that big piece of meat through my body. And then I found out I was pregnant. So clearly, my body was lacking something. And I've never really gone back to full vegetarian. I don't eat a lot of meat, again, because my brain gets involved and I get freaked out. But if there's some good wild game going on, deer or moose or anything, I'll eat it. And especially if someone else is preparing it for me, I love that. Oh, you know what, guys? This is beautiful. This is a beautiful way to end things up today. Oh, yes, that would be great. I love that. And I love these cards as we're wrapping today up. And it almost feels like these 3 cards are going to be where we start. Yeah, I don't trust what they say is organic. The FDA is a terrible organization. It lacks integrity, and they go after the natural. Or, back in the day before we had organic, everything was organic. Everything was organic. And now the soil's so crappy, all the stuff that they spray on us. Plus, the soil is mineral and nutrient deficient. So most of the food that we eat is mineral and nutrient deficient, which is why this is so important. And even in the water and stuff they put fluoride. Does everybody know fluoride is a neurotoxin? And even though the dentist will want to do fluoride treatment on your teeth and stuff like that, it's a neurotoxin. They have signage in the back of the office where you don't see it. Hazardous waste and how to dispose of this hazardous waste. So try to eliminate, don't drink tap water. Or work with a filtration system. I'm pointing here as if you can see my filter system. You can't. Or work with a filtration system and remineralize. And coconut oil pulling is great as well. Um, you know, there's so many things, but this is great. And you just put some drops in your water. I put about 12 in a little shot glass of water every day and throw it back. And that gives us all the minerals. And another good thing for minerals is uh, sea moss. So if you have a Caribbean store close by and you can make yourself some sea moss gel, you got to go through a process to make the gel and to get all the salt out of it and stuff like that. But it's so good for us. So throwing that in smoothies and stuff like that. But it's so important that we do have to supplement. And most of the supplements on the market are garbage. Like here in Canada, I don't know if it's just Canada, but we have that Jameson brand. Crap. It's all garbage. It really is. So if we can get it from natural sources, it's better. But for the most part, we're not getting it from our food anymore. because the soil's bad. And when they put organic on it, it's just like a permission for them to charge us more. They're still lying to us. Uh, and we can see that how they've attacked like the natural health industry over the years, right? Started banning this, banning that. It's funny at work, at my job, they have this NPN program, so natural uh, product number, NPN or whatever. So I thought, oh, that's great. I can take this $150 and I can go anywhere and buy myself some of the products I like. Well, no, that's not how it works. You have to go to their pharmacy. And I went, and the only kind of stuff you can get is toothpaste with fluoride. You can get some Tiger Balm. So, I mean, who doesn't love some Tiger Balm? And like, there's nothing really that I would generally use. So it's a gimmick. It's not true. The My benefits aren't true. They not really for natural health products. They're just for to keep the money rolling back into the company. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's up to us to make choices, right? And I've been making a lot of choices for many decades about what I buy, what I invest in, and what I use in my day to day life. And I find it's getting more challenging, really, to keep up with the things that I like because of this inflated cost of living. So, the beauty is, though, is that we are the universe. We are these beautiful trees of life. I think her boobs are too much. But this is it. Like, we are the universe. We are the trees. We are the flowers. We're all of it. How do you see yourself? We are supported by the loving universe as well. And then, of course, Lady Luna, we're being followed by our own shadow. Own shadow, own shadow. We can't leap or hop over our shadow. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, yeah. And a lot of these things too, there's another doctor out there. What's his name? But a lot of these things, like, these supplements and all of that, it shouldn't be, you know un- unfortunately it's become very pricey for us to care for ourselves, because the medical establishment, the pharmacia establishment, wants us to depend on them. Bo Derek here, or Bo Derek here? Bo Derek was a 10, right? um but we are the universe, and it's really important what brings us into our power, what realigns us with our sovereign power, is the ability to honor the shadow. The moon is the shadow, the moon is the waters. We are moved by um the waters on this planet are moved by the moon, and so are we, because we are a large part water, although we're dehydrating by the day, aren't we? We're like grapes. We start off as grapes and we shrivel into raisins. I said that to someone the other day. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, a grape is it's hydrated. And then when the grape loses its hydration, it becomes a wrinkly raisin and it's sweeter. But we don't want to become a wrinkly raisin. Maybe it's just going to happen anyways. I don't know. But the more we can acknowledge that we are all of it, the more in our power we come. And our power rises again from the intuitive fires, from the intuitive wisdom on the inside, motivates us to change, to make choices and changes that support our ability to stand with confidence on our own 2 feet. So we're going to work with these energies. I'm keeping these cards out. I'm putting everything else away. But these will be our lead-off cards for the weekly intuitive guidance tomorrow, because this really feels it's representative. We are, again, moving towards the Leo full moon at the end of next week. In bulk, it's on February 1st and 2nd, the midwinter point, the midwinter's night, or the midsummer's night. That's a different time of year. But we're the midway point between the solstice and the equinox, the true new year. It's coming, and the momentum is picking. The momentum's picking up. And the more we continue to cultivate within, the more we continue to show up for ourselves, the more I feel like the more with ease the wheel is going to spin. And life is going to be I feel so excited. Is anyone else feeling excited about life these days? Do you feel excited are you feeling proud of yourself and how far you've come and all those things you let go? Like your soul is growing so beautifully, is just what I'm guided to say. Trust that indeed your soul is growing. And as we leave today, here's a message for all of us. Don't be swayed by others' strong opinions. Do what feels right for you. If what you're hearing doesn't resonate with you, then it most probably isn't right for you. Listen to and respect other people's views, yet stay true to your own inner vision and beliefs. Live freely and express the beauty of your ideas. That's what we need. We need courageous leaders like you and I to step out there and boldly share our radical decisions of radical inspiration, our radical wisdom of peace, love, joy, co creation, true harmony, true love. Gosh, what else is there? I love you too, and I'm gonna try to get myself excited about cooking. I'm looking at those bowls sitting on the counter there, and I think I'm gonna get out there and feel accomplished today. Although, the lake kind of is calling me too. So we'll see. Maybe I can do both at 12:22. Wolf Mother, also known as Pebbles, and Zach, thank you both so much for being here. And thank you for always, showing up and pouring into my cup. And thank you for showing up and pouring into your own cup. I really, really love and appreciate you. If you're catching this on the replay and something here resonated, please do hit the thumbs up and consider hitting the subscribe button. I swear this is the year we're busting through the algorithms here, and we are going to shine and show like we never have before. And I'm very excited about that. I see you, I feel you, I love you, I absolutely adore you. And thank you for seeing and feeling and loving me too. I'm so grateful. Until tomorrow, everyone, take good care. And thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing up. And Zach, I'm glad you caught me too. And I'm sending everybody a great big bear hug. Let's hug it out together, everyone. We may not get real hugs by other loving arms, but we can do it for ourselves for the time being. So let's do it. See you all tomorrow and enjoy this beautiful day wherever you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your beautiful, beautiful heart. Until next time, take good care.